Hi everyone, FIFA Career Gems here. Thanks for tuning into my channel today, and it's time to go back to the future as we go into episode 14 of the REGEN Revolution Career Mode Clean Sweep. Now I started to get some offers in for a few of my star players, and Ronaldo's REGEN is attracting a lot of interest this season. My former club Hamburg trying to sign him for 186 million, but again that was firmly rejected and any further offers blocked. Into some in-game action, and what a strike this is from Samuel Eto's REGEN. A recent new addition signing here at the REGEN Revolution. Clipped in off the post. A Tundai, which is Samuel Eto's REGEN in the FA Cup. Another great strike from Eto's REGEN. Left-footed volley, beautiful technique, and smashed home for a brace in the FA Cup. Into the Champions Cup, and this is Luka Modric's REGEN scoring a wonderful left foot curling effort from outside the area. Beautiful curl. Great strike. As we are approaching the middle of the season, it's time to see which older players are retiring and whose REGEN we can search for next season. So using these parameters, age range 33 to 38 and world class, and then likewise same age range, in the attributes first team quality. That should return quite a few players, and this soon came and was returned, and I found a few that are retiring. Gareth Bale being one of them, playing at Ibar, 35 years of age, 76 rated now. He's definitely a REGEN I'll look for next season. Miralem Pjanic from Juve, also retiring in Serie A. Nainggolan from Roma, the Belgian central midfielder, also retiring. The Spanish centre-back, Javi Martinez, another one who is hanging up his boots. Kevin Strootman, the Dutch central midfielder, another player retiring. And Cesar Azpilicueta, who is at Milan, also hanging up his boots. The first trophy of the season was the EFL Cup. I've simmed a lot of the matches in the league, but I've played all the cup matches, which has probably contributed to a successful cup campaign. And Thiago Silva's REGEN lifts the EFL Cup and sets us up nicely for the rest of the season. Back into the Premier League against West Brom. They don't always have to be thunderbolts from outside the area. Great headed finish from Higuain's REGEN. Blasi, what a great header that was. Leaving the goalkeeper with absolutely no chance whatsoever. He's only a backup striker, so doesn't play too many games. But he's growing very nicely. Another player who is growing very well with his continued training is Ronaldo's REGEN here in March 2025. I'm using this preset where Buffon's REGEN and Ronaldo's REGEN are getting trained, as we try and get Buffon's REGEN up to 90, but Ronaldo's REGEN is now 94 rated. Probably one of my favourite players in the REGEN Revolution is Sintero, who is Arturo Vidal's REGEN. He's a central defensive midfielder and sweeps everything up. but he also weighs in with a couple of goals now and again. He doesn't score tap-ins. They are usually thunderbolts from well outside the area, just like that one. Second goal in the Premier League this season. A few games later, against our nearest rival Stoke, a 6-pointer, we lifted the Premier League title. Now, like I said, I've simmed quite a few matches in the league, played a few of the big matches against my main rivals, but with the squad rating now being so high, we're winning quite a few games that I sim anyway, and that's led to us being the Premier League champions of 2025/2026. That's 2 trophies down, 2 remaining. Premier League champions, Chelsea. A few games later, it was the FA Cup's turn to be lifted by the Regen Revolution Chelsea squad, completing a domestic treble of the EFL Cup, the Premier League title, and now the FA Cup. A great domestic clean sweep of all the trophies. And we also won the Champions Cup against Barcelona 4-0, but sadly I completely forgot to press record on the Elgato, so I didn't record any footage of that game. Now, a little tip: any players you have shortlisted in your transfer hub who's recently joined this club and won't move again, this is right at the end of the season, and this is still not available if they've recently joined the club. Now, a little tip is, if you leave this right until a couple of days before the season ends, like I'm going to show you in a minute, the players who've recently transferred and aren't available will suddenly become available, and you can sign them with your budget from this season rather than using some of next season's budget. So because of that, I've shifted some of my wages over to transfer. Now I'm going to go back into the transfer hub literally the day before I'm due to get the end season message. There you can see Aubameyang's pre-gen, who wasn't available, Lewandowski's regen, who wasn't available, is now available to sign right at the end of this season. So that's a deal agreed, and the only other player I want to bring in at the end of the season is Messi's regen, 87 rated. So I'm going with an £85 million offer to sign him using this season's remaining budget rather than going into next season's budget. You want 86.5, so I'm not going to argue over £1.5 million, and that deal will be accepted. So now on to the contract details with Lewandowski's regen. That's all been agreed. And now to do the same with Lionel Messi's regen, 87 rated. Deal agreed. So that's 2 quality regens joining right at the end of this season. Excellent bit of business. So the only thing left to do is look at the growth of some of these regens. Higuain's regen grew the best. He grew +5 up to 82. Zlatan's regen up to 89, which was +3 growth. Hamšík's regen grew +3 up to 80. Modric's regen up to 86, another +3 growth. Bonucci's regen also grew +3 up to 80. Joshua Kimmich's pre-gen grew +3 up to 83. Buffon's regen has finally reached 90, had a +3 growth this season. The skipper and Thiago Silva's regen grew +2 up to 85. Kurt Zuma's pre-gen up to 80. Ian Robbins regen up to 85 plus 2 growth. A couple more of the Youth Academy players grew plus 2 as well. Andres Iniesta's regen grew plus 2 up to 88. Casillas' regen up to 80 plus 2 growth. Ronaldo's regen up to 94. Vidal's regen up to 86. Ribery's regen up to 85. Czech's regen up to 88. And now it's time to end season number 8. So please join me for episode 15, where we'll see Messi's regen, Lewandowski's regen join us here at the Regen Revolution. And as always, thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Turn on notifications so you don't miss any of my YouTube uploads. FCG out.